Good morning, boys and girls. I'm Presbytera Leah. I'm going to be showing you how to fold a palm cross today. So I heard that Father Aristides gave you an assignment to fold a palm cross at home because Palm Sunday is this Sunday. Now, normally we would meet at church the day before Palm Sunday, which is the Saturday of Lazarus, and we would come together as a church family and we would fold palm crosses together in preparation for Palm Sunday. Since we cannot do that, I'm going to show you how to fold one at home. I've taken a piece of paper, which happens to be mine is 17 inches long, and it's just over a ½ inch wide. Now, if you don't have a long piece of paper like this, you can certainly tape two pieces together, but you don't want it any less than 14 inches because your cross will be too small. So the first thing I did was I colored it green because palms are a yellowish green. Okay, I colored it on both sides because we're going to see both sides of the paper once we fold it. And we're going to start, Father Aristides is going to come over here and I'm going to show you how to fold it now. What you want to do is make sure that when you cut it, it's very, very much straight. If one end is wider than the other, we're going to run into problems when we fold the knot in the middle that holds the cross together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my cross or my piece of paper rather, I'm going to hold it in a vertical position. You can certainly do this on a table that's flat or anything that will help you stabilize it. But I'm going to hold it up just because that's what I happen to be used to. So I'm going to take my left thumb and I'm going to put it about halfway down the piece of paper. And I'm just going to pinch it. I'm going to take my right hand toward the top and I'm going to fold the top half down and to the right. And I'm not going to press hard. I'm just going to kind of gently pinch in that way. And actually I need to move mine down just a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to adjust. So I really want both the horizontal piece and the vertical piece to be equal in length. I'm going to continue to pinch with my left hand. I'm going to take the horizontal piece. I'm going to go behind, like so. And I'm going to transfer the pinch back to my left hand. And I'm going to, again, continue around back so the horizontal piece is back on the right side. Now, if you notice, what I've wrapped around the vertical portion of the paper, I want to make sure that the paper is not too tight, like this, and it's not too wide. And if you're having trouble with this, please feel free to ask your parents to help you. I really want the square knot to be the same width as the bottom piece of paper, okay? And again, I'm not pressing tightly yet because if I need to adjust, I need the paper to be a smidge loose like this. Next, what I'm going to do is turn this square into a knot. Now, if you notice when we wrapped, we sort of made, I'm going to go back, we made sort of a little triangle, if you can see that right there. So what I'm going to do is after I wrap, I make sure that the width is not too tight, it's not too loose. I'm going to pinch again gently with my left hand. I'm going to take my right hand, grab the bottom, and I'm going to put it behind that little triangle right there, okay? And you can see now why that knot that we wrapped around cannot be too tight and it cannot be too loose. So I'm going to push it through like this, and then we're going to see it come out the bottom very gently. And you can see we've sort of made now a little square, just like that. We've made our knot. Now our cross is secure. So I'm going to go back to my horizontal piece. I'm going to take my horizontal piece. I'm going to fold it toward me in the front. And I'm going to slide it through this knot. Now you'll notice the same way I said don't make the first knot too tight or too loose. You can see that when we made this knot, when we came down, I didn't make it too tight because my paper can rip, and I didn't make it too loose either. We want it to be a nice, beautiful square. But it has to be big enough that I can feed this horizontal piece through. And you'll see why now it's important that the piece of paper is the same width from top to bottom, because this is where you would run into problems. So I'm going to feed it about halfway through, I guess. And I'm going to have this little oval shape right here. That's going to be part of our horizontal piece of the cross. And then after I do this, I'm going to fold it back toward me. And I'm going to go back through that square. And I'm going to kind of tuck it so it's either behind the square or sticking out just a little bit. And I'm going to adjust gently, feed it through like this. And I'm just going to gently press so it holds in that position. Okay? This is now the back of your cross. I'm going to turn it around. Okay? I'm going to take my vertical piece. I'm going to fold it up. And I'm going to go back through the back of that knot. It should slide very easily. If it's not sliding easily, you might be folding it the wrong way. Make sure you fold it toward you. And go up through the square knot. Okay? Turn your cross around because it's now upside down. And you have, now you have your little cross. I'm just going to gently press so it stays in position, just like that. And that's how you make a palm cross.